Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never the.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Shart's got it, left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Goff on 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first
under pressure, and they get it to him again.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Hey, 76! 76!
On 2nd and goal. Goff.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Hey,
they'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
109 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Ready.
Two and now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aleem McNeil. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
So 4th down, 2 and departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Goff on first down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A good pick up there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that style. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Okay, great.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's gone. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Goff on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, gone. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
From the red zone now, gone. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 17 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. He's got the connection to Moore. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 35 now.
Ready, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
10 cycles.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's Mostert.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff
coming across the formation and making the catch his charge.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. down, it's gone. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Gone.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 44 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left to about the 40-yard line.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
On the set.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. be taking a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say